So another pose that is quite nice is to come onto your knees. Now, if you have sensitive knees, it might be nice to put something under your back knee, or you can decide to roll up your mat once or twice just to give some cushion to your knees. My knees are fine still, so I don't need that. When you start with your right leg, so this is again a right and a left variation. Using the blocks can be really nice. So your right toes point straight forward, the right knee is above the ankle, and then you place your blocks on the outside of your right foot. Make sure your left knee is comfortable. As I said, you can place something underneath it. And then a tendency sometimes is to start to hang into the shoulders. So yes, there is a little bit of a lift. That's why your blocks are there. And you can just stay here. I like to close my eyes, or if you have something beautiful in front of you, you can just stare at it. And then really connect back to your breath. So really slow and deep breaths in. And you might be here. You might even need 2 blocks on top of each other. We all have different bodies where we have space in different parts of our body, and our body also needs time. The fascia needs time. So try to see when you reach that soft edge to stay soft in it. If the edge gets too much, you might want to start fiddling. Just stay for a couple more breaths and see what's happening. You can always back off a little bit, or at a certain moment you can go a little bit deeper. Your body will tell you what to do. So I'd suggest to stay here as well for 3 to 5 minutes. Just notice your breath, notice the sensations in the body, and notice when you start to collapse. So yes, there is a softness, there is a surrendering into the hips, but it's not a complete collapse in the shoulders specifically. Sometimes when we feel tension in a certain part of the body, specifically when we stay a little longer, it starts to creep towards a different part. Sometimes if the hips are tense and we stay a little longer in the hip stretch, the shoulders start to tense up. Also very often is the jaw or the skin on the face. So try to just find some softness, and if that's difficult, just back off a little bit. Give yourself some space, bring the knee back above the ankle, find your blocks, close your eyes, breathe for around 3, 5, maybe 8, maybe even 15 minutes. So again, with Yin, you can play with the time that you have or the time that you want to dedicate to a pose. This pose is obviously right and left, and if in between you want to take a little bit of time and just take a recovery, I would say in between the poses, just take a child's pose. So just rest here for around 10 to 15 breaths. Or you can set a timer of a minute if that helps you. If you don't want to set a timer, then just count your breaths, and it doesn't really matter. You can stay in the recovery in between shape. Just don't fall asleep, because that is also a possibility. And even if you do fall asleep, that's fine. You're resting, you're recovering. So yeah, that's another 2 poses. The right leg, the left leg, to open your hips in a Yin way. Enjoy the playlist, enjoy the breath.